yourself a nice meal of mashed up mule testicles, spider's eggs, and fried mercury in oil. Later, assuming she didn't die from mercury poisoning, she may find out that she's still capable of becoming pregnant. We've come a long way since medieval birth control. Like that in Napoleon's Buttons by Penny Couture and Jay Burson. And now we have some more suitable, less horrific methods. These methods can assist in the prevention of unwanted pregnancies and the transmission of STDs, but there's a lot more to having safe sex than what it says on the side of the box or the wrapper. While there are a number of easy access resources for birth control, one of the most significant resources a person can use for safe sex is an education. Call it what you will, gloves, rubbers, wrapping your tool, cloaking your bloke, don't be a ding-dong, cover your schling schlong. There's a lot more to using condoms than knowing how to put one on. There's a lot of great information in the Guide to Getting It On by Paul DeWandes. The FDA has virtually nothing to do with the production of condoms. So the integrity of the condom is based solely on the company that makes it. To compensate, you can use some contraceptive jelly or water-based lube on the outside of the condom. And keep in mind there's a huge difference between water-based lubes and oil-based lubes. Vaseline will destroy a condom. This is true with many oil-based gels such as moisturizers like Jergens, or Nivea, and Johnson's baby oil. Almost any oil-based lube will deteriorate 90% of a condom in 60 seconds. Additionally, regarding deterioration, condoms do not like the heat, so leaving them in a wallet or glove compartment is not ideal. The dye in colored condoms can come off and turn the vagina or orifice of your choice that color because these aren't FDA approved. If you're using a condom for oral sex or are putting a condom on with your mouth, non-oxynol 9, better known as N9 or spermicide, will make your mouth go numb, which is a big problem. Condoms are available at most drugstores, pharmacies, and convenience stores. But if you're too embarrassed to buy them in public, you can get them in vending machines, bathrooms, and you can even get them mailed discreetly to your house. Almost immediately after ejaculation, the penis will begin to shrink. So if you continue thrusting, the condom might slip off and push semen around inside the condom and escape into the vagina. Holding onto the base of the condom when pulling out will help it from slipping off and getting stuck inside. If you're concerned about pregnancy, it would be counterproductive to insert contraceptive jellies directly into the vagina because that would push the ejaculate up into the cervix, which is not the point. Condoms get a bad reputation for decreasing sensitivity, but I'd experiment around. You might find something that works for you and your partner. Also, if you put a drop of water-based lube on the tip of the condom before you put it on, and then again on the outside, this will kind of let your penis slosh around inside of it, which can be extremely pleasurable for him. Condoms don't have to be just for intercourse. Women can get pregnant without penetration or without even a male orgasm because their sperm amounts in pre-cum. Another misconception is that women cannot get pregnant without having their own orgasm. On the contrary, most women do not initially know how to have an orgasm and usually have to teach themselves. Another common but this time true fact is that sex can be painful even when it's consensual. Aside from infections, allergic reactions, STD breakouts, and not to mention the emotional pain that can be associated with sex, it can hurt both the man and the woman, provided it's a heterosexual relationship. If the woman is too dry, this can be caused by not enough fluid, the lube drying up, lack of arousal, lack of foreplay, or lack of estrogen to create wetness. It can also hurt if the woman is too tight or the man is too big. And it is entirely possible for two people's parts to literally not fit together at all. A man can get very easily injured if his penis is bent or the woman is on top. If the woman is on top and she's bouncing up and down, the penis can frequently come out and she can sit down on it hard. And this is extremely painful for men. This can result in permanent damage like a bend or a crook in the penis, and if this happens, guys, you should go to the hospital right away. If a woman wants to sit on top without the risk of hurting a man, she can sit on top of him, and instead of bouncing, she can rotate or swivel her hips in a circle with 4 different points: front, side, back, side. Pretty much if you move like you're belly dancing, he can move around inside you without the risk of injury. If you'd like to ask more questions about that privately, feel free to approach me after class. According to Planned Parenthood, in the United States, 50% of pregnancies under the age of 34 are unplanned. STDs can take months to develop at all, and you can't usually use your eyes to detect them, so it's best to go get tested by a professional. This is important to consider for both men and women when you're with your doctor. You will not automatically be tested for STDs during an exam, so you need to specify that that's what you're there for. There are many places to get tested, like private healthcare providers, health clinics, and Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood has a reduced fee policy for low-income households, so birth control and annual exams are extremely inexpensive and frequently even free. Planned Parenthood does not require parent permission for STD testing and birth control, which is significant because many teens not wanting their parents to find out is a major deterrent. Planned Parenthood offers a privacy contract. Is it okay to say they're Planned Parenthood when they call you? If it's not okay, they will make up a common first name to make it sound like a friend is just calling to chat. They are extremely considerate about privacy. They offer as many condoms as you want and even big bottles of water-based solution for free. There are 10 Planned Parenthood locations in Seattle, including one by the Northgate Mall. With all these forms of birth control, pills, condoms, surgeries, it's clear that there are many options an individual or couple can use to practice safe sex. Condoms are incredibly easy to get a hold of, but they require a significant amount of attention. Sex can be painful and potentially permanently damaging in more than one way, and it is important to consult a physician if you or your partner is having this experience. Finally, there are a number of ways to obtain resources for safe sex, such as condoms, birth control, testing, and exams, at many different health centers, including Planned Parenthood. These establishments do as much as they can to ensure health and confidentiality. Using these tools can be advantageous, but there is a lot more to consider in order to use these tools effectively. Thank you. Yes.
Have you done research in the different types of condoms in their shapes?
I didn't. No, I know of some, so I can recite it by heart, but I wouldn't be able to give you not by heart. But it would be from my own experiences.
Okay.
But I know there's rib for him, rib for her, and those are just pleasure strings.
So,
is that what you're talking about?
Yes. So what I would suggest, if it's something you're so interested in, there are condoms in which the tips are shaped different. So instead of having a small nipple, there's a big pouch that surrounds the head of the penis, so that the man has more room, because the original nipple isn't even usually enough room. But it also allows for friction inside the condom, so it takes almost no sensitivity whatsoever.
Ah, well there you go. Anyone else?
Questions?
I'm gonna walk away.
So did you get any statistics on how, or your own personal experience, whatever, but how common is penis breaking?
I actually have no idea. If a woman sits down on him, his penis isn't automatically going to snap in half. Sorry guys for that sensation right now. But it's totally possible. I didn't get any numbers. I could look it up if you're interested.
Where was the first condom used?
Oh, I don't know, but I saw on TrojanCondoms.com they have an article called the history of condoms. So I would look there if you're